Royal watchers have been on the lookout for every little detail about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's upcoming nuptials, including the flavor of their wedding cake, which is confirmed now to be lemon elderflower. Here with more about elderflower is our own gardening king, Ciscoe Morris. Come on out. Hello. The royal wave. How are you? Okay.
Great.
So straighten this out for me. Is it an elderflower plant that has berries or an elderberry plant that has flowers?
Well, they're elderberries, but they also have flowers that are real pretty and are edible.
Got it. Okay, finally I understand. And this is what it looks like.
Well, this is a really cool ornamental one. But we have native ones up in the woods, so there's black elderberry and red elderberry up in the woods. There's even blue elderberry, but those are in Europe. But and this one has red berries, but the red ones are considered more poisonous. You gotta
more
be
poisonous.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you eat the red
poisonous ones.
The black ones people can eat if you can drink straight vinegar. You can eat a berry off the tree because they're pretty stringent.
So Saint Germain is made out of elderberries, elderflowers, whatever. I don't even know the process, but it's quite good in cocktails, and I imagine it's good in the cake.
Elderberry wine, and they do elderberry fritters, all these different things that are really good.
Kind of older, ancient, traditional foods that we've taken from the elderberry. We always learn how to ferment things, right? We immediately ferment whatever we find that's edible. Okay, so we both have a pair of gloves.
Yep. So, you know, and there's...
I made sure we had a left and a right each
yeah, I was careful. And you know what the name of this one is?
I do not know.
Lemony lace elderberry. So perfect for the lemon elderflower cake. Now, getting this out of here could be a trick.
All right.
We'll
you told me not to pull, so I won't.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go like this. Wow.
Oh, look at you.
Came right out.
All right.
Boy, that's a beauty,
you need a little space here.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
It's the best I can do on short notice.
Charlie.
Down in there.
Well, that'll do for now.
For television. Yeah, that's really bad planting there, but forgive us. We had a full pot. But, we'll fix this later.
Look at this cool fancy geranium.
Beautiful geranium.
This is brocade cherry night.
Ooh.
And only a genius could have come up with a color combination like this.
Yes, very nice. And I know you like...
A humble one, though. Very humble genius.
That's right. And we're going to make a mess here today, but that's all right.
Oh, you're doing it perfect.
So the thing of it is, you like and I like these plants that have different color leaves.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that you brought two of my favorite grasses. Let's talk about these guys.
I love both of these. So black mondo grass, not a real grass, but it's in the lily family. But there's no better plant on earth than this plant right here.
It's a great plant.
And this, by the way, is a shade pot. And both of these two grasses, that's Carex Everillo, and that's an evergreen Carex that's just fantastic. So,
now, will those get very big? Are they okay to be on the edge like this?
They'll stay about the size they are.
Okay.
Although the Carex will get a little bigger, but...
Tell us about the fern. This is beautiful.
Aren't these spectacular?
Yeah.
These are tassel ferns. They used to call them Alaska ferns, but they don't grow in Alaska, so I never could figure that out.
That's a little different, but...
They stay this glossy, dark green. They're just fantastic.
They are super shiny, aren't they?
Yeah, and it'll weep right over the side, so it'll be just spectacular, you know.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And I don't think of ferns sometimes for an edge of a pot, but that's really nice.
Ferns really are a nice addition because you get that great texture with them, you know, which I just love with a passion.
Well, you love everything with a passion. So that makes sense.
True, you know that?
That's part of your charm.
This will weep right over the front of that. How did we do? I don't know how the front looks.
Well, I think we put all the flowers on the back. We probably could use a geranium in the front, so we'll redo that.
Could, but we'll get that. But,
yeah, we'll work on that.
But, you know, and this is way better than the wedding cake because the wedding cake gets eaten up and nothing flat. You're going to have this for years.
Sorry, I'm going to go with the cake, but I think that this is fine. I think this is just fine. And so, are elderberries hard to find?
Well, you know,
we get them in the nursery.
There's like 150 ornamental kind.
Yep.
But they only had one at the nursery I went to, but wouldn't you know, it was lemony lace. So that was pretty cool.
Which is perfect. But we should ask then when we go in the nursery, is this edible? Is this the kind I can pull the flowers off and put in a salad?
If they don't know, they can look it up for you. Because from what I've read, all ornamental ones have edible flowers. But since this has red berries, you can eat the berries. You got to take the seed out first. 50% of the berry is seed. So,
yep. Definitely look it up because we obviously don't know. So that's just be on the safe side. I don't think we want to settle for, it's a little less poisonous than the other ones. Thank you very much. Let me ask you just one quick thing, though. Do we need to do anything special if we make a pot like this, fertilizing, watering, what do we do?
Yeah, you know, you want to fertilize this every 2 weeks with just a good soluble houseplant fertilizer, but you can give it half strength because it's in the shade. Plants growing in the sun, and if you want to keep them growing good, you want to give them full blast fertilizer. But plants in the shade, ease off on the fertilizer, and they'll do a lot better. Yeah.
Good to know.
And this will eventually get 5 feet tall. So at some point, you're probably going to take this and plant it in the garden. But in a shady spot in the garden, would that glow in the shade? Oh la la. Man, oh man.
Now, organic fertilizer, if we're going to eat the flowers,
I always use organic, yeah. Organic, you can't burn your plant when you use it because the little critters in the soil have to eat it up before it's available to the plant. So you can't put too much and the roots can't pick up too many salts or anything. Way better way to go.
I just love these so much. These grasses are really beautiful. That's a great combination, the grass and the fern together.
They add so much.
We didn't do well with putting a flower on this side, but take a look at just how nice that looks with the grass and the fern together. That is really pretty.
You know, you could almost do this without even the flowers, then it would be spectacular. But these little bursts of red will just add that little fun glow to the garden that's just so wonderful.
And the black and green leaves. Only you would think this is better than cake, though. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for coming in. This is lovely. Up next, why headpieces on royal wedding guests are almost as fun to check out as the wedding itself. Those things are called fascinators, and you can see why next.